Katy Perry accused of sexual misconduct.
Ooh, Gigi Hadid upsets an entire country.
And Lizzo wants to date a Hemsworth.
Ooh, watch out! All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. It is Tuesday. I am Susan Morad. I am happy we are here.
Yes, I'm Emile Ennis Jr. And guys, while you're here, what you should do is subscribe, because if you subscribe, then you will always get notifications when we post. And
if you hit the bell.
Yeah, if you hit the bell. But yeah, well, if they subscribe to us, they hit the bell, like they get everything. So
you get the whole
just do it all if you really want to be part of the family. And we do say we read all of your comments, so leave a comment in the comment section below. And maybe we'll do some of your funny comments. If you watched last week, you know what I'm talking about. So just leave some comments in the comment section below.
Yes, we've got lots of news to get through today. Here we go again. Lots of news to get through today. Kicking off with a story about Kim Kardashian.
All right, so once again, Kim Kardashian's latest photo on Instagram has people talking, but not for the right reasons. In fact, people are calling her out in the comment section for two separate things. So let's just look at the photo in question. See it? Do you see anything wrong so far? Well, let me just read what the caption says. It says, "I'm so excited for my first ever KKW fragrance collab with Kylie Jenner. The collection features 3 lip-shaped bottles in red, pink, and nude for $40 each. I can't wait for you guys to see how amazing these scents are." So of course there were comments loving it, but for some reason people could not get over the pose and Kim's hand. So let's start with the pose. Many were confused by the composition, saying you can't even tell what they're advertising, and Kylie's hand placement is weird. This user said, "Seriously, most awkward ad campaign ever, LOL." And then there were these comments that all thought the pose was weird and creepy. And I can't read what some of the other comments were saying, but let's just say that they said Kylie looks as if she is about to do something inappropriate to her sister, and Kim leaning her head back doesn't help.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, there was a completely separate group of people who were focused on Kim's hand, saying her thumb looked big. Like this person saying, "Why is her thumb the same size as the rest of her fingers?" Honestly, Susan, another day, another time for people to drag the Kardashians for anything and everything. I mean, I do understand the picture it's a weird flex. However, we talked about this before. The Kardashians do things so people will talk about it, and people are talking about this like we are on the show, which means even though we're not directly saying, "Oh, this is about," we talked about her new fragrance, but like that's free press, you know?
Yeah, press. I feel like the photo, I did think it was a weird flex, but I wasn't too offended by it.
No.
And I didn't even notice the thing about her thumb. I had to really like zoom in and be like,
fingers were bent.
I'm not even sure like if it's a photo, I don't know. I've called out on some of the others, but this one I'm a bit like, meh. All right, so Lizzo has revealed that she's ready to look for love, and she's got her eye on one of the Hemsworths. The singer-rapper opened up about her relationship status during an interview on Australian talk show The Project on Tuesday, and said that she's open to finding love down under. Lizzo said, "All right, turn up, I'm ready," and went on to say,
"I'm gonna find a Hemsworth cousin. I'm gonna find the Hemsworth younger brother and see what's up."
Of the 3 actor brothers, Luke and Chris are both married. Liam, however, as we know, is newly single. But when the host Carrie Bickmore put it out to Lizzo that Liam is now single, this is what she had to say.
"Oh, I'm not messing with Miley's man. I need my own Hemsworth."
Lizzo clearly respects girl code. However, the internet is still shipping them. One person wrote, quote, "He's no longer Miley's man, just saying," with a winky face. And another said, quote, "I'm pretty sure that I saw that Mr. Hemsworth is a free agent now." So you know what, you guys, I kind of agree with Lizzo. She needs to find her own Hemsworth because, you know, Miley and Liam have way too much history. I feel like I could totally call some Australian friends that might not be a Hemsworth, or they could be like a cousin's friends, brothers, next door neighbors, maybe they know the Hemsworth kind of, that I think would be really good matches for Lizzo, because she seems like she's down for an Aussie man.
I mean, Lizzo, if you want to come on DHR and let Susan be your matchmaker, I think we have to connect right here.
I totally can do that for you. Come on.
All right, guys, so moving on, Gigi Hadid is currently in a fight with Greece, and that's not like a new DJ or somebody's name. I'm talking about the country. So apparently Gigi was robbed while visiting the Greek island Mykonos, which is totally on my bucket list, with her sisters, and she was pretty upset about it. According to TMZ, Gigi and her crew got home one night last week and found their place ransacked. Everyone's stuff was scattered throughout, and all the expensive stuff like jewelry, clothing, purses, and sunglasses were stolen. and TMZ reported that they called police but felt the authorities didn't make it a priority. The girls thought it might have been an inside job because house staff had access to their space. So Gigi did what all of us would do when we're mad, turn to social media. She posted on her disposable camera Instagram account and said, quote, Mykonos film in, PSA, don't let Insta fool you, got robbed, never going back, LOL, wouldn't recommend, spend your money elsewhere. Obviously, Gigi is allowed to think and say whatever she wants, but now her account is flooded with people who are angry at her for blaming the robbery on Mykonos. One person wrote, quote, let me get this straight. You're blaming the whole of Mykonos because you were robbed, and in retaliation, you're trying to impact their tourism and economy by telling people not to go there? And all this is done with a bikini pic? Okay, girl. And another said, quote, this is very rude to Greece and Greek people. One of the main sources of income of Greece is its tourism, and you're literally defaming the country. Millions of people visit Mykonos yearly. Just because it happened to you, it doesn't mean it happens to everyone. Have you ever seen the crimes and killings that happen in your country? And there are hundreds more like that. I have to say, some of the comments are pretty intense, but I guess she did offend an entire country.
I was personally a bit surprised when I saw this post because a lot of things have happened to people in certain countries, but they wouldn't then say, don't go to that country and don't spend your money there. And particularly because Mykonos is an island of Greece that does rely really heavily on tourism. It's sad to see what happened to her, and it sounds like nobody ever wants to get robbed ever, let alone when they're on vacation.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit surprised to see this particular caption. There was someone else calling her out about the fact that she put it on her Finsta account and not her main account. And sort of saying, but you were posting on your main account, you were having this great time in Mykonos and you were living your best life,
right.
But now on your Finsta account, where she doesn't have nowhere near as many followers, she's saying this. So yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll find out if she comes out and says anything about it.
Well, I'll say that Mykonos is definitely a beautiful place. I have plenty of friends who have gone there, and I definitely would encourage still visiting. And last thing I'll say is, considering we live in a country where there are literally countless mass shootings, I don't think we're at a place to say that just because one person or a group of people robbed your stuff that you shouldn't visit the country. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, so Katy Perry is back in the news today, and unfortunately it's not good news. The model in her Teenage Dream music video is accusing her of alleged sexual assault. Actor and model Josh Kloss, who appeared as Katy's love interest in the Teenage Dream music video in 2010, has taken to Instagram and is accusing Katy Perry of sexual misconduct, namely allegedly exposing his penis at a roller skating rink to her friends in front of a crowd of people at a party. Posting to Instagram on Sunday, he wrote, "It was Johnny Wujek's birthday party at Moonlight Rollaway, and when I saw her, we hugged and she was still my crush. But as I turned to introduce my friend, she pulled my Adidas sweats and underwear out as far as she could to show a couple of her guy friends and the crowd around us my penis." He went on to say, "Can you imagine how pathetic and embarrassed I felt?" Josh states that he felt compelled to come forward on the anniversary of the video's release because he feels movements like Me Too only focus on female victims. He added that even though clips of the music video he starred in are constantly used by the star, Kloss was only paid $650, that he was lauded over by her reps about not discussing anything about Katy publicly, and it was one of the most confusing, assaulting, and belittling jobs he's ever done. This isn't the first time Katy has been accused of inappropriate behavior. Last year, outlets reported that she made an American Idol contestant uncomfortable when she gave him his first ever kiss without his consent. As for Katy's response to the model's accusations, Page 6 reports they've reached out to Katy but haven't got an immediate response just yet.
This is awkward and a little uncomfortable, but I think a little more uncomfortable for him since he was one that was exposed allegedly. And this is one of those situations where we have to wait and see what her response is, because I always like to hear both sides of the story, and somewhere between both sides of the story lies the truth. But if this is true,
yeah, these are pretty heavy allegations, particularly for anyone, and let alone a celebrity like Katy Perry. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see if something comes out or if her team speaks out on it, because it's not great.
All right, guys, it is time for that time of the show where we do the final rundown. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, starting now.
So Liam Hemsworth has come out with his own official statement on the split. Yesterday we reported that Liam made a statement to Daily Mail Australia regarding his split from Miley, but it looks like that was not necessarily true, because he clapped back on Instagram saying that "This is a private matter and I have not made nor will I be making any comments to any journalists or media outlets. Any reported quotes attributed to me are false. Peace and love. So I guess that's it.
Ooh, awkward for Daily Mail Australia, though, because
Yeah.
we all were quoting that. But
Yeah.
moving on, today is National Left-Handers Day. So to all my favorite people out there who are left-handers like me, I want you to raise your hand and say, lefty.
Yay to the lefties! Also, Nicki Minaj will be walking down the aisle sooner than we think, you guys. Nicki recently announced on her Queen radio show that her and Kenneth Petty will be married in about 80 days. She explained that they already filed for a marriage license before, but because she was traveling, it expired, and this time she'll marry before it runs out, saying, I'll be married before my album comes out, but we'll be having a wedding after the album comes out. Before the 90 days is over, yes, I will be married.
Well, love is in the air, but speaking of love, or rather a crush, KJ Apa revealed his celebrity crush at the 2019 Teen Choice Awards. He revealed to E! News that Jessica Alba is the A-lister who stole his heart when he was just a teenage boy. Funny enough, he didn't even know that she was married with 3 kids now, and the two celebs nearly crossed paths too because Jessica also happened to be at the Teen Choice Awards that night. Oh. Hey, well, I was gonna say, like, here's hoping, but he needs to stay away because she's
Well,
like,
yeah,
married with kids.
yeah,
you know?
and he agrees.
Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. That's a wrap for today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Don't cry. We'll be back tomorrow. But before you go, while you're still here, once again, we read all the comments. So if you were here last week, you know what to do. But I want to know, what do you think about Kim's photo? Were you thinking it was weird? Did you notice anything weird with her hand? Let us know in the comment section below.
Oh, and speaking of photos, what did you think of Gigi Hadid's post? And basically telling people not to spend their money or visit Mykonos. Did you think it was out of line? Do you think she has every right to speak on this? Let us know in the comment section below.
And we'll be back here tomorrow.
Hold on, guys. Before you go anywhere, catch up on yesterday's DHR episode right here. It's a real good one.
It's really good. But while you're here, you might as well click that subscribe button. And like we said, click that bell. Just start right here, though. Just click subscribe. Did you do it yet?